The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. This is Saquon Barkley. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Looking to throw. Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And they're going to have a third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I don't care what he's listed in the program. Fullback, running back, tailback, it doesn't matter. He ran that play like a fullback. Just like the old days when we saw the fullback dive. How about him picking that one up?
Only needed a yard on fourth down. That's what he's there for, right?
Exactly. Line him up, short yardage situation, and say, here it is, big man. Go get it.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down, here's Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Off the play fake, Jones. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And Godot's kick is right through. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
Murray now on first down. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
That's going to be a good matchup for him. Using him out of the backfield, telling those linebackers, hey, you're not only going to have to try and run with him, but you're going to have to try and tackle him in the open field.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Murray now to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Second and 10. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
To throw is Murray. They'll roll him out right. He dumps it off for Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. Third and a yard. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Falcons have taken the lead. No problem there on the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Back to throw. Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Working with his 2nd and 4. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call him for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
Gano's kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A big play there on the catch and run. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Henry again on 2nd down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Touchdown, Falcons! Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Falcons push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're kind of searching for that magic elixir. You know, they're moving the football a little bit, but not with any great consistency.
I love that term you just used, elixir, right?
Old school.
Old school. I love that because you don't want to put too much pressure on your defense as well, all right? If you're kicking field goals, that's great, but your defense has to keep going out there and holding the other team. You're not giving them any cushion to work with, and that gets tougher and tougher as the game goes along. Put the ball in the end zone and get sixes. That's the ambrosia that they're looking for.
Ambrosia and trying to erase this deficit. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones, he'll buy some time right. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
A first down carry for Henry. A giant hole up the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for the Giants. A first down carry for Barkley. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So now the field goal unit trots out there for the 3rd time tonight. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. And Godot's kick is right through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Dancing to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Murray. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Buying time to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes. That's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see how aggressive they want to be in these final stages before the half. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Jones going deep downfield for Ross. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call. but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Jones now, off the play fake. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And the half will begin with a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
On play action, it's Murray. Flush to his right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Here's Murray. This will go to Henry out wide. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's Jones to throw on third down. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
Fielded at the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 85 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now Murray. Flushed out right. He finds Hopkins complete.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Mostert. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Falcons on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. Eluding the... Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jones. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vita Vea bringing the pressure yet again. That's his 3rd sack here tonight. The Giants on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. On 1st down, Barkley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Jones. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Giants are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field was, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
That would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have. Murray going to throw.
Throwing right, and that's complete. A big play there on the catch and run. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And the busy night for Henry continues. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Second down, they go again with Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. Rolling to his right. That's to his running back. Complete. And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And that run there does nothing but juice up the guys who are moving the football. I mean, if you're an offensive lineman, people running it, actually the guy calling plays, you're almost jumping up and down in jubilation, aren't you?
And now you've got options. And got his man complete. And he will finally be taken down, but not before he reaches the 38. It's a big-time play there for the G-men. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. And, Charles, if you're the coach of the losing team, even though you made it to the playoffs and there's part of that that feels good, what do you say to your guys after?
I think you probably tell them how proud you are of them to make the effort to get to this game and then point them towards the future. If we're good enough to get here, all we've got to do is work harder, be better, and we can be good enough to go farther next season. How many times have we seen a team lose in the playoffs, and that girds them for a championship run in the future?
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.